Arnold Schwarzenegger, a name that echoes through the annals of bodybuilding, the corridors of Hollywood, and the chambers of California's political arena. But who is the man behind the name? The son of post-war Austria, the testosterone-fueled titan of the silver screen, the governor with a penchant for both policy and scandal. Hollywood Untold presents Born in a Europe scarred by war, Arnold's early life was a far cry from the glitz of Hollywood. Thal, a small village in Austria, was where our story begins. A place of modest means where dreams of grandeur were often stifled by the weight of reality. But young Arnold was different. Even as a child, there was a fire in his eyes, a determination that set him apart. But every hero's journey has its trials, and Arnold's was no exception. His relationship with his father, Gustav, was tumultuous. Gustav, a police chief, had his own scars from the war, and his strict, often harsh discipline was a source of contention between father and son. Yet adversity often breeds ambition. For Arnold, the local gym became a sanctuary, a place where he could channel his frustrations, sculpting them into muscles that would one day become legendary. As he lifted weights, he also lifted his aspirations, setting his sights on a world beyond Thal, beyond Austria. This is the story of a man who refused to be defined by his circumstances, who broke the chains of expectation, and who charted a course that would see him rise to unparalleled heights. But as we'll discover, every ascent has its challenges, every spotlight, its shadows. Thal, a quaint village nestled amidst the Austrian Alps, is a place where time seems to stand still. But in the late 1940s, the echoes of World War II still reverberated through its cobbled streets. The war had left its mark, not just on the landscape, but on the psyche of its inhabitants. In this backdrop, the Schwarzenegger household was a microcosm of post-war Austria. Gustav, Arnold's father, was a police chief, a role that demanded authority and discipline. His mother, Ariella, tried to provide a nurturing environment, often acting as a buffer between father and son. Arnold often spoke of the strict discipline and the high expectations placed upon him. The shadow of the war loomed large, and Gustav, like many of his generation, grappled with its aftermath. This often translated into a tough love approach towards his sons. But it was in this very environment that Arnold's resilience was forged. The challenge at home became the fuel for his ambitions. He sought escape, and he found it in the world of sports. Initially drawn to soccer, it wasn't long before he discovered his true calling. The gym in Graz became Arnold's refuge. The weights, the routines, the discipline of the bodybuilding mirrored the structure he was used to at home. But here, he was in control. Here he could shape not just his body, but his destiny. As the muscles grew, so did the dreams. From the local competitions in Graz to the grand stages of Europe, Arnold was on a mission to prove himself, to rise above the confines of his upbringing, and to carve a niche in the world that often seemed unforgiving. The 1960s. America was a land of dreams and beacon for aspiration worldwide, and for a young Austrian bodybuilder, it represented the ultimate stage. Arnold arrived in the US with little more than a suitcase and a dream, but what he lacked in resources he made up for in determination. In the world of bodybuilding, America was the epicenter. The competitions were grander, the stakes higher, but so was the competition. Yet Arnold, with his chiseled physique and unmatched work ethic, quickly made a mark. Winning the prestigious Mr. Olympia title at just 23, he not only set records, but also hearts aflutter. His charisma was undeniable, and it wasn't long before Hollywood took notice. But the journey from the gym to the silver screen was fraught with challenges. The glitz and glamour of 1970s Hollywood was a world away from the weight rooms and bodybuilding stages. For Arnold, this was uncharted territory. With his thick Austrian accent and unconventional looks, many were skeptical of his cinematic potential. But Arnold, ever the fighter, was determined. He took acting classes, worked on his accent, and relentlessly pursued roles that would showcase his unique persona. His breakthrough came with Conan the Barbarian, a role that seemed tailor-made for him. The success of Conan catapulted Arnold into Hollywood stardom, but with fame came scrutiny. The press was fascinated by the bodybuilder-turned-actor, and Arnold's personal life, especially his relationships, became fodder for tabloids. As Arnold's star rose in Hollywood, so did the media's interest in every facet of his life. The man who once lifted weights in obscurity was now under the relentless spotlight of fame. And with that attention came scrutiny. In a candid 1977 interview with We magazine, Arnold made remarks about his personal life and views on women that would later come back to haunt him. The comments, seen as brash and inappropriate, stirred controversy.
Not many. There were a few girls I can say that they found it too much or too big because they're not used to that, you know. But most girls like good physiques, and in America, like I say, the people are much more educated as bodybuilding, and they're much more into it, and the girls over there take it probably much more than in Australia. But
yet amidst the media frenzy, there was another story unfolding. Arnold's relationship with Maria Shriver, a journalist and a member of the Kennedy family, added another layer of intrigue. Their union was seen as a merging of two worlds, Hollywood and American political royalty. But as their love story played out in the public eye, so did the challenges. The blend of fame, personal revelations, and the pressures of public life set the stage for a series of events that would test Arnold's resilience. The turn of the millennium saw Arnold at the pinnacle of success, but 2001 brought a revelation that would shake the very foundations of his personal life. A secret held for over a decade was about to be unveiled. It was revealed that Arnold had fathered a child with his housekeeper Mildred, a secret kept from even his wife Maria. The child, born just days apart from his youngest son with Maria, had been a hidden part of his life. The fallout was immediate. Maria Shriver, his wife of 25 years, moved out of their family home. The world watched as one of Hollywood's most enduring couples grappled with betrayal and heartbreak. Arnold described it as the biggest regret of his life. The scandal not only impacted his family, but also posed questions about the duality of public personas. How well do we truly know the icons we admire? From the silver screen to the political stage, Arnold's journey was nothing short of audacious. In 2003, amidst a tumultuous political climate in California, he announced his candidacy for governor. Many were skeptical, viewing it as just another celebrity stunt. But Arnold, ever the underdog, approached politics with the same determination he brought to bodybuilding and acting. His campaign, though not without its controversies, resonated with many Californians. In a dramatic turn of events, he won the recall election, becoming the 38th governor of California. His tenure, however, was a mixed bag. While he championed progressive causes like environmental conservation, he also faced criticism for his handling of the state's economy and clashes with labor unions. The world of politics was a stark contrast to Hollywood. Every decision, every statement was under scrutiny. And while he left a significant mark on California's political landscape, it was clear that governing was a far cry from acting. The chapters of controversy and political challenges could have been the closing act for many, but for Arnold Schwarzenegger, they were but a segue to the phase of introspection and redemption. Post his gubernatorial tenure, Arnold delved deep into philanthropy. His commitment to environmental causes, especially championing the fight against climate change, showcased a side of him that was far removed from the scandals of years prior. But it wasn't just the environment. Arnold's heart remained true to bodybuilding. Through his Arnold Sports Festival, he continued to inspire and mentor young athletes, ensuring that the world of bodybuilding thrived. Legacy is a complex tapestry woven with threads of triumphs, failures, decisions, and actions. For Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's a blend of cinematic brilliance, political endeavors, personal controversies, and a relentless drive to give back. A testament to a life lived in the limelight with its fair share of shadows. Behind the larger-than-life persona of Arnold Schwarzenegger lies a man who has faced the ebb and flow of life with remarkable resilience. As the years have passed, introspection has become a significant part of his journey. In candid conversations, Arnold has often spoke about his regrets, especially concerning his family. The affair, the secret son, the pain it caused, there are scars that have left deep imprints. Yet, amidst the regret, there's also gratitude. Gratitude for lessons learned, for the chances to make amends, and for the love and support of his children who have stood by him through thick and thin. Life is a mosaic of moments, some bright, some dark. For Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's been a journey of soaring highs and challenging lows. But through it all, he sought to find balance, understanding, and most importantly, redemption. Arnold Schwarzenegger's journey, marked by ambition, controversy, and redemption, serves as a testament to the human spirit's resilience. From Thal to Hollywood, his legacy remains both a cautionary tale and an inspiration.